They say give examples of something. You can let the students come up with the examples. Don't give it to them. Let them come up with it. When you are doing that, you are teaching them to think critically. There is something called exponential learning, right? So just like you mentioned, let's say the textbook gives you 4 examples to list as something, right? Kofi will also give you 2. Then if the 4, if you add Kofi's 2, all of a sudden you have 6. Then you call another person. By the time, say, 5 or 6 students speak, one student may have 12 new things, 12 new characteristics in a matter of a 10 or 15 minutes exercise. It's exponential learning. Quickly, they now have more information. And again, you didn't feed them the information like he said, but you allow the students to be a part of it. You want a student that knows some things, but then a student that thinks. You want your students to think. You don't want to feed them information, but you want them to think. You want them to work hard. You don't just want them to chew poor pass and forget. You know, yes, some of those things may be necessary, especially for our examination structure. But you need them to be able to work. You know, you want your students to persist. You want them to come to you. You've given them the work. They've gotten 60% right, but they want to be able to get more, so they will come to you and they will go and persist and come back. You do 70% of the things that you teach could be exactly what you are supposed to do. Then you take 10% of what you're supposed to teach and let it be a little bit outside the box. Then the last 20%, let it be frame breaking, right? You can teach social studies outside the classroom, okay? You could decide that, let's say you have a whole part of social studies that you have to look at specific culture in the country. You can decide that maybe on a Saturday, you're going to, if you have more time, you can do a lot more, but let's say on a Saturday, I'm going to take my students, on a Saturday we're going to get a little bit of money, and we're just going to do a coastal tour. And while you're on the bus, you'll be lecturing or you'll be talking to them about different things, but then you'll be visiting, say, different slave sites. You'll be looking at different culture. Because just from here to Cape Coast, you will run through a few different ethnic groups, right? And then you can teach the different ethnic groups. You can teach about the Gomoas, you can teach about Fante, you can teach about Ga. And it could just be a one-day trip. And that one-day trip will take you from here to Cape Coast. The children would have seen what a slave castle looks like. They would have visited a few places that would actually, you know, so that Gomoa people is not just on a book. 21st century, if we do not do the things the right way, we are backward. Today I can tell you, I was to teach Form 3. They said, Madam, we want you to take us. I said, no, I'm teaching Form 1 because I saw that the foundation is critical. Yes. And this year's results that they are saying is not good. Go and look at the English at Boys Secondary School. So what he's saying, if we adapt and we don't say GES, they go there and they do well because the child is able to think. Sponsors and media partners: DPP, MBN Limited, Graphic Communications Group, Opportunity International, City FM, Radio Universe, and organized by Neogenics Education, EduCom Award, celebrating education excellence. Global Super Teacher Conference. Get informed, go perform.